Hello guys and welcome. Here is our prep video for next week. Today, April 25th, and we're gonna go over the majors to see what they're gonna bring us next week. Looking at the euro, this is where we are right now. We're waiting for the break of the wedge, waiting for it. You can see all week long it's been just between this range of about 60 pips, between 1.38, 138.60, 138.50. Not big opportunities in the euro for this week. All right, going to the Aussie for next week. Aussie dollar, they just completed the fifth wave and the ABC, as you can see it on the screen. All right, they just completed the ABC. They gave us a poll after the news on Wednesday, I believe. Okay, and they gave us a bear flag. We took some of these trades with the guys for about 20, 30 pips. Currently, this is where we are. Okay, you can see it on the screen. We are inside a triangle. What are we doing with inside a triangle? Nothing. We wait for the break. So we'll be waiting for the break. Let's place it on the screen and let's get an arrow right here. So we'll be waiting for them to break. First, go to the top, break it, or continue the move down. Okay, as you guys can see on the screen, let's redo our right at time. Let's take up this channel and redo it because now we have a new real estate to work with. New channel will be right about here. This will be our new channel there. Let's find a support and see where the line is. See if the guys know, the bankers. We need to make sure they know where those lines are. And if I were to take this support line right here, you can see it. If I'm to take this support line, you can see, let me move that out of the way right there so you can see it clearly there, that this is what they're working on. Okay, this is what they're working on right now. Currently, that's what they're working on. How do I know that's what they're working on? Because of this. They know where the line is here. Okay, we have our first point, right? Our first reference point. We have our second point here, our third point, and we know that this is what they're looking at in their charts. So next week, see, we're expecting for them to break this triangle. Okay, for that, they will need to come, and they are bouncing. If you can see clearly, they are bouncing off the 78.6 of this whole move, this swing low to this swing high. No, to this swing high, excuse me, to this swing high. Yeah, this one. Okay, that move, they're bouncing off the 78.6. What is that telling me? That's telling me, okay, that they are probably going to bounce it to the top of the channel to bring us to the bottom of it. All this is that they're working is here. They might be doing a wave 1, wave 2. This will be our wave number 3, and we'll be waiting for the wave number 4 completion, okay, to take it down to the 5th wave. So next week, that's what you guys are going to be expecting in the Aussie dollar. Let's go to the New Zealand and see what the New Zealand is showing us. New Zealand, we're still waiting for that potential head and shoulder. You see I have it on the screen. Let's maximize the chart. And that is our first trade coming up for next week. I'm really interested once they break this support line. I'm really, really interested. Okay, so watch out for this support line, right at the 88.6 number, 88.65. Okay, what I'm looking for right now, we have this bear flag. Okay, again, maybe all they're doing is waiting for the completion of this wave. This will be a wave number 2, and we're waiting for the wave number 3. Okay, be aware of that. This will be our first wave. Okay, this will be our second wave right here. This will be our wave number 2, and we'll wait for them to give us a signal that they want to go south to complete wave number 3 right at the bottom. That's in the New Zealand dollar coming for next week. Again, I will repeat it. There is a potential head and shoulder. Right here we have a shoulder. Right here we have a head. And there is a chance for them to come all the way to the top and create again a shoulder on the right hand side. This is a potential, but still waiting for them to see if they're going to break the current bear flag. First trade will be for about 20 pips from 85, 50s or 60 to the bottom of this support line, which is 85.20. That will give you around 40 pips coming up next week. Okay, let's keep moving. Out of the New Zealand, now we go to the CAD. Let's see what the Canadian is giving us. We were waiting for this trade all week long on the Canadian. Canadian dollar, we were expecting them to come to the D extension. They never came close. And our entry was around the 110.30. All it has given us is around 40 pips for all of you guys. Here is what they're doing. It's just a channel they've been working kind of slow wick. All right, but there is this strong resistance. We see it right here. Okay, right here. See, they are working the same resistance right here. So again, waiting on the CAD to give us a strong signal. The way I currently see it is that they are just working this channel, and their next move, once they break this PSR, is for them to come to the D extension at the 1.11, 111. If you go and look at the option expirations of this week, there were options going on for almost $1 billion. So there is a lot of interest in reaching that 111 number. Watch out. Heads up for next week. Canadian dollar. Let's go to the chief and see what the chief is doing. The Swissy. Swissy this week we were waiting and waiting for the move to happen. They barely broke this support line that we placed on Wednesday. Okay, they barely broke it today. Not a big move. I will wait for confirmation next week. Right now, it looks to me like they are working another channel to the downside. If you were to take a channel, and let me expand that, and here, this is what they're doing right now. See? They are working another channel to the downside. So we're gonna see for confirmation. Let's skip the Swissy and let's see what they're gonna do next week. All right, now going to the pound dollar. Let's check it out what the pound is doing this week. Okay, let's check it out. This is the pound. Pound, we're still kind of slow this week. We're still waiting for the C completion. Probably we got it. This is something we were looking for to complete it, but it's kind of shallow move this week. So we're still waiting for them. If they break, as you can see right now, right on the screen, we are inside a wedge. Oh, let me draw it for you guys. We are inside a wedge. Right here, you can see it. Okay, and when we are inside a wedge, we do nothing. We wait for the break. We want to wait for the break of the wedge and see where it's going to lead us. So for now, potential head and shoulder, yes, it gave us a head and shoulder. This was a last week trade, okay? So again, wait on the cable to give us a better idea on what they're going to do. Now, going back to our list, let's end up with the Japanese yen. Here are the majors, and this is a nice trade for this week. This was a freebie on our Facebook page. If you guys have not seen our Facebook page, check it out. Let me put it on the screen for you guys. This was a trade from last week, April the 17th. We placed the trade for you guys for free. All of you guys that are on our page. This was the trade. April the 17th, we placed it. Okay, and we gave it as a free. We saw a bearish crowd formation coming up, and we knew where the target was going to be. The guys, the bankers, right, they needed it to finish the fifth wave, which they did, and then they were expected to come to the bottom of our channel at around 102.20. That was the first trade. That was for about 50 pips. Let's check it out and see what they did. Okay, there you have it on the screen. That's exactly what they did. They went and they completed the fifth wave for around 30 pips right from this area. They took it for 30 pips to the top. What did they do next? They took it to the bottom. They gave us the A completion. Now they gave us the B. On Thursday and Friday they gave us the C for another 60 pips. And that was a trade for free posted on our Facebook page. So if you still don't know our Facebook page, please go and visit us, facebook.com/ForexTradingZones. So this is what I see in the market. This is a prep video for next week, okay? For next week. Now, if you are not a member, okay? If you are not a member, this is what you've been missing, all right? This is what you've been missing for the week of April the 21st to the 25th. How do we end up at 360 pips for the week? This is what we did. AJ gave us an opportunity, break of the rising wedge right in there. You see the trade that gave us an 80 pips to the downside, right to our target. There was our T1 and our T2. Both of them were accomplished this week. Next one, the Aussie New Zealand. There was a break that we were expecting on a rising wedge. On a ascending wedge. An ascending wedge. And there was the break, and there was a trade right to our target, and stopping exactly at the 618 number. See, this is why it's important for you to learn PSRs and how to read those charts like a banker. They stopped right at it. And even today, I think the Aussie New Zealand, we're going to go live. I think it's even lower than what it is right now. So that was how we did. Now what we did here, this was the potential crab pattern completion. You just saw it on our Facebook page. There it was the trade. There was the first trade for 50 pips. There was the announcement right here. We placed the announcement in Facebook. This was the alert. That gave you around 30 pips to the top, to the completion of the fifth wave extension. And just like we expected, the big bankers knew there was the fifth extension completion. They took us all the way to the bottom of the channel that they were working. For the A, they gave us the B completion, and there was the second trade for another 60 pips or $600 to the C. Just today, Friday, around 11 Eastern, 12 Eastern, that was completed. So again, this is the Euro New Zealand. This was a trade that we did on Tuesday, and we did it again on Thursday. We were waiting. There was a first entry. There you see it. This was posted also on our Facebook page right here. You were waiting for it, waiting for it. All right, let me give you guys the details. Let me give you the details on that. Here it is. Here's the Euro New Zealand. Let me zoom into this. It was the Euro New Zealand. And it's going to take us to our page. Yeah, that's correct. And there was a trade. Okay. The first trade, if they were to break through the wedge, was to the top. We never got this one. We never got it. But we got this one. And our members knew when to take it. If they were to break this support, we knew they were going down for about 30 or 40 pips. Now, if you go back to the chart, that's exactly what they did. They came, they gave us 60 pips, correct? 60 pips to the bottom. There they are, the first $600. We waited for them to re-enter the channel, which they did just yesterday, and they gave us around 80 pips all the way to the top. Again, this is how we trade for targets. This is how we teach our members to trade for targets. If you're not a member, right, this is what you will learn with us. You will learn to know when to trade and when not to trade. You will learn to read charts like a professional. You will learn to identify those trends, how to use PSRs, and the most important, how to stop trading for 3 to 5 pips. All right, the cost of our training room is only $249 a month. How many times do we meet? Is right there. We meet every Monday. Monday, 10 p.m. Eastern, we go over the construction day that the bankers have done during the Monday session. Tuesday night, London. We have a London session around 2 a.m. in the morning. We prep our currencies. We go and we study around 13, 14 currencies, and we take the higher probability trades. As you saw right now in the presentation, we have not traded more than 6 times for the week. Sometimes we take 3 trades, 4 trades, and that's plenty for the week. Okay? Wednesday morning, New York session. We do it at 9:30 Eastern. 9:30 Eastern, we have our Wednesday session. We go for about 2 hours. Same thing. We train in the room. We train in the room. And if we see a live trade, we take it right in there. Any session you see, if we see a live trade developing, we just go for it. Okay? But again, our room is not a trading room. It's just a trading room. Okay, I'm not here to give you a fish, but to learn how to fish, to teach you how to fish. That's what it is. Thursday is the last session that we have during the week. Why we don't have a session on Friday? Because Friday is the day that the big bankers are closing their books. So that's the only reason why we don't trade on Friday, except for non-farm payroll. We do trade, but we trade an hour after. We trade an hour after, but that's only a special times on Fridays that we do the trading. What are you going to learn? That's you have it on the screen. Okay, that's what you will learn, everything with us. Now, just for this week, you can see this was the potential for this week, right? 360 pips. Last week, we read around 400 plus pips. Our trading room, 249. That's equal to 25 pips. 25 pips on one standard lot will already pay for the free training room. We already paid for it, right? You don't need to make that many pips anymore. You don't need to be over trading your account. You don't need to be doing nothing of that. So again, thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you guys have a fantastic week. This was an awesome week for our members, and I hope that this video was helpful to you. Okay, so I will see you, for all of you guys that are going to check our room, I will see you. I have a free training live Thursday, April 29. Go to our website. Check it out. Go to our website. Okay, we have a free hangout. Let me put it on the screen right here. come over here, and when you come to our homepage, you can subscribe to that webinar. April 29, right here. April 20. Well, we have one next week, but we have another one. Let me show you where to see it. If you guys wants to get that chart blast, I think it's called. Let me see. Free chart blast. There you go. Free chart blast webinar. This will be this coming Tuesday at 9:30 Eastern. I'm opening the room only for those that are really interested. Okay, for those of you that are interested on how we trade, come up and check us out. Free. Space is limited to the first 1,000 attendees, so I suggest you guys register because these ones they always filled up completely. So April 29, free live training room, free. April 29 only. Okay, thank you so much again for all of you guys that came and checked our video. Follow us in Twitter at Fxtradingzones. Go and like us on our Facebook page at facebook.com/ForexTradingZones. And also visit us in YouTube and check our videos. That's youtube.com/ForexTradingZones. Again, guys, thank you for watching. Have a fantabulous week, fantastic weekend, and enjoy the rest of the day. Bye-bye.